Hello everyone, this is Captain Woodstock hosting a match for the MRBC League. We are in week 3 now in season 6, and this is gonna be a match between the 5th Falcon Dragoons and the Phoenix Legion. We already have the Phoenix Legion in the lobby. We are missing the opponent at the moment. But I still start with the stream because we are looking at a 7-minute delay at the moment that has been requested by one of the teams. So we still have to be a little patient here, or at least I have to be patient until you can see the stream. Just again, the rules there are: if there's anything you'd write in the chat, in the MRBC channel chat, I can react via chat, but not verbally. That would be 7 minutes later only. So again, that's where we are tonight with those two teams. I'll switch to the pre-match screen once I see the lobby filling up with enough players. Then we can look at more details. So just give it a little more time. Alrighty. Sorry, I still need to move around a few things here. In the upper left corner you can now see the lobby where we are at the moment. You can see we have one of the teams there already, the Phoenix Legion. It's gonna be on Caustic Valley, the first drop. And again, we are in Season 6, Week 3, Region Europe, and the Division D. This is sort of a crucial match, or matches, for both teams, because when you look at the league table, you will see that we have in Division D the 5th Falcon Dragoons on the 3rd place and the Phoenix Legion on the 4th place. So this is really important for both teams to gain a lot of C-builds here. The next team, the Ironclads, who are on the 2nd place right now in that division, are about yes, it's 1 million C-builds ahead of the 5th Falcon Dragons. So there's a lot to catch up here, but this is definitely, or let's even say easily, possible during 5 matches as long as you win. And that's really important for both teams now. So let's see what happens tonight. We still have to wait a little. Nothing to see from the 5th Falcon Dragoons. Give it a little more time. Yep, the first person from the 5th Falcon Dragoons entered the lobby, so it looks good. It looks like we're getting all the people together tonight. So we can proceed and just have a quick look at the roster of the teams. Let's have a look at the Phoenix Legion first. Well, that's the roster they have on the MRBC forum, and we'll see those players tonight. And I had a little chat with them up front also about their expectations and you know where they are at the moment, also especially in regards to the MRBC league in general. And well, it was a nice chat here that I had with Darius Canifex, and what is interesting is that this is the first time they are in the MRBC league, but it's sorry, I have to turn off sound here. So what is interesting is that this is the first time they are in the MRBC league, but they have done league plays, the BWO before, so it's the first time on the MRBC. They think this is an exciting league, and in regards to their opponents, and I'm sorry, I completely mixed something here. We're looking at the Phoenix Legion right now, and I actually talked with Darius Canifex from the Falcon Dragoons, so they believe they can beat the Phoenix Legion. That's the point that I wanted to make here. So this is about the Phoenix Legion here, and well, then let's switch over to the other team. I haven't had a chance talking with the Phoenix Legion up front, but as we see from the division screen, that this definitely is also an important match for them. So quickly having a look at the roster of the 5th Falcon Dragoons. That's the players that we have on the roster for tonight. So Dario specifically set up those people and gave that list to me, so this is the ones we're gonna see tonight. And when you check the upper left screen, you can see that we have the lobby filled with all the required people. So let's get quickly back to the match overview, what we have for tonight. Caustic Valley, drop 1, means we have 4 lights, 4 mediums. The game setup is skirmish as always, and it's a maximum of 2 inner sphere chassis, maximum 3 clan chassis, no clan duplicates chassis, and we have ECM, 2 ECMs required. So typically this match can easily be a brawling between the lights and the mediums, the lights typically going on the legs of the mediums, trying to get them down as fast as possible. It could also be a long range battle, so let's see what happens. I see people are getting ready. So we are close to drop number 1. And the drink for tonight is gin tonic. Just so you know what I have here. And there we go. Just turning off my webcam because I know it's broken. It's gonna stop after 10 seconds. Phoenix Legion versus the 5th Falcon Dragoons, and there we go. The 5th Falcon Dragoons are here in red, the Phoenix Legion in blue. We can see they're hunting them at the moment. They have slower mediums here and obviously long range builds here. This seems to become a brawl, really. Even though they have long range lasers built into their mechs, they're getting real close now. For both teams, they are splitting heavily and finding a primary target. They are splitting between the lights and the mediums here. So there's a single Raven, and we already have the first one who's dead. Andamar from the Phoenix Legion is down. We have short-range missiles built here as well, long-range lasers. So it seems to be pretty mixed attacks actually. 2 downs on both sides. Percentage are going down heavily on the Phoenix Legion, so that seems to be a win. Seems to become a win for the 5th Falcon Dragoons. There's only 3 left now, heavily being taken apart. So Archer C is the last one here. Okay, that was it of brawling here, and they win with 4 mechs against the Phoenix Legion. Well done, guys. Alrighty, great, that was the first drop. Goes to the 5th Falcon Dragoons. So this is where we are. 1-0 for the 5th Falcon Dragoons. The next map is going to be Viridianbog, and let's also change the rules here, because now this is going to be drop 2, Reckoning Force. We have 2 lights, 4 mediums, 2 heavy. It's again skirmish as always. Maximum 1 Innisphere chassis, 2 duplicate Innisphere chassis are allowed. A maximum of 3 clan chassis and no clan duplicates chassis are allowed here. And just like it was for the first drop, very important, there are no airstrikes or artillery allowed. Alright, Phoenix Legion is ready to roll. There's 2 more. We need to sign off on the 5th Falcon Dragoons, and then we are into drop number 2 on Viridian Bog. And here we go. 1-0 5th Falcon Dragoons against the Phoenix Legion. Which does speak to the roster as we've seen before. They are still leading. They are still on a 3rd place here right now. 8-4. They made a couple good sea builds there, but as it is in Season 6, also the Phoenix Legion could make good score. They killed 4 mechs. That's all good for them. Let's get everything shown here. So on the right side again, that's the Phoenix Legion in red. There we go. I'm sorry, in red we have the Falcon Dragoons. I'm wrong, I'm sorry. And approaching the on the other side. Need to play around with this camera movement a little bit, so please be patient with me. This is my first shoutcast, so I need to practice also a lot with this camera still. And on the other side, that's where we have the Phoenix Legion. So let's see if they build up a blocking position or if it's gonna be another brawl here. So the scouts are moving out already. They probably fight around those 2 big hills that we know from regular matches as well. So we have a Centurion here, Griffins, 2 Griffins here. Let's have a quick check at what their builds are on the Griffins here. Find out how to get there now. This is so that's the Griffin here with nope, that's Thunderbolt. I'm sorry, that was blue. That's the red team. So we have short range missiles built here, and on Nova from the 5th Falcon Dragoons we have pulse lasers, machine guns, short range build, and another short range build on the Mad Dog here. So this seems like Falcon Dragoons is definitely up for close fight brawling. While on the other side, when we quickly go through different mechs, we also have short range missiles here, medium pulse lasers, medium pulse lasers again on the Thunderbolt here. It's definitely a laser build mech. Just need to get to a mech that does not have the thermal heat turned on, otherwise I'll see it on the external camera in thermal heat all the time as well. So the Falcon Dragoons are dominating again. They've lost 3, while on the Phoenix Legion there's only 2 left. Kinda tough to see anything in here in the woods, so I need to get down a little lower here. Hopefully you could still follow this match. That was really a fast brawl. There's only 1 left of the Phoenix Legion and he's down as well. The Phoenix Legion made 3 kills, so that's another 75,000 sea bills for them. But definitely the 5th Falcon Dragoons take home more money with them. Another match goes to the 5th Falcon Dragoons. Next drop 3 is gonna be on Crimson Strait, and the mech builds, or the mechs are getting heavier now. We are looking at 3 medium, 4 heavy, and 1 assault mech, whereas the assault mech has to be a Zeus, which is the commander. Killing the commander gives it 50,000 C-bills extra, so that's definitely the target both teams want to hit, besides winning, of course. But if he goes down, that's definitely worth more. Next map, Crimson Strait. Again, there's no airstrike artillery allowed yet. On drop 4 and 5 this is actually allowed, but we are still on drop 3. So let's see what they're gonna make out of that one here. So what more can I say about the teams? From both teams I know it's the first time they are on MRBC, and it is a challenge to them also to have the mechs all ready. It is often a limitation of the individual players' mechs portfolio, and what we can actually read here, Vitex is writing that they first of all have to get a Zeus for drop 3, so I bet they have one, but maybe that player is not online today, so let's see what happens here. But definitely it's tough for some of these teams to get that selection or the bandwidth of mechs to select from. So it is tough. It is tough definitely to compete in this league. But hey, if you want to rise up, you have to get the mechs and have to get the training and the people on board. It's tough, definitely, for both of those teams. So I know it from both sides. So it seems to be balanced again. And let's see what they make out of the third drop here. Well, it seems they are serious about buying a Zeus first. They are still not ready yet. The 5th Falcon Dragoons. But they did well so far, so let's see if they manage with a fresh new Zeus. How that works out for them. One player left to ready up, and then we are into the 3rd drop, being the command drop. By the way, it says HPG Manifold in the rules line. That's wrong. I need to update that. It is Crimson Straight. And off we go. Drop number 3. 0-2 against the Phoenix Legion. And thanks for the feedback in the chat, by the way. 7 minutes ago now that you wrote about the streaming quality. Much appreciate your feedback. I'll definitely try to optimize it. I'm not happy with it myself yet, so will do my best to get you better streams in future. So here we go. We are on the side of the 5th Falcon Dragoons in red. Let's make them red as well and get the pots down there. So the Zeus is here, Slugshot is in that mech, and we can also have a quick look at his setup. It's medium lasers, autocannon, and let's check on the Zeus on the other side from Team 1 from the Phoenix Legion. That is Andamar, that is his build. Here are large lasers, small pulse lasers, and even a medium pulse laser in the torso. Nasty has disconnected, so probably they will wait until he reconnected. That's why no one is moving yet. We can take the time to see the whole scenery from high above. Maybe they want to redrop, but probably they can just wait until he reconnects, simply because no one has moved yet. You can see the Phoenix Legion has chosen only 2 drop sites, whereas the 5th Falcon Dragoons are on all 3 drops, in all 3 drop zones, which on this map is not as crucial, simply because they will have to get together anyways. It's just interesting too that see that on the city area we have the Stormcrow and the Hellbringer here, so they might be using those as a scout. And now off we go. Nasty seems to have reconnected, so they are starting now. Well, let's just quickly check the builds again. So that is, that's on the Phoenix Legion. That was Nasty, who just reconnected. We have medium large laser, more on the long range side. Definitely on the long range side we have Käseblock, and also long range build. So it seems the whole team of the Phoenix Legion is set up for long range, and their position also shows that they are on the mountain here, waiting for them to come over the ridge. They have a scout here, or maybe even what you could call a bait. Shadowcat, Archer C. Archer C build is also long range, so he definitely went there only for scouting. So let's see what the 5th Falcon Dragoons make out of that. They might have seen them already back there on the mountain, so they're not pushing the ridge here. They also need to protect their commander, who is Slugshot over here in the Sioux, so they choose the long round around the mountain, while on the other side we don't see a single move from Phoenix Legion. Let's quickly have a look on where their Zeus is. He is right in the center, so it might be difficult for the opponent to pick out exactly where he is. He's protected by his teammates all around, but on the other side they are standing on that mountain hill in the pretty open. So I mean, they are long range builds, so it takes a long time for the enemy to approach them over here and get to them, and that's exactly why we'll quickly check out the build of the Falcon Dragoons. So that is more medium to short range build here, medium range as well, short range missiles even for Deadeye Flint and the Griffin, and again short range build on all of 5th Falcon Dragoons mechs. So this is a tricky situation for them because they definitely need to get close, whereas the Phoenix Legion over here just stays at that mountain and waits for them to come closer and taking them apart while they are getting to them. So let's see how that develops. I seriously hope that this is not gonna be a draw and just a camping match, but it's definitely a challenge with these very different builds that we see here. Now the Dragoons split between the ridge and down coming out of the tunnel, so they might try to do a distraction here with what they have on the ridge, but it's not easy for them to get close. Also again, let's check where their Zeus is. Slugshot. Slugshot is at the very back of the group. And now that would definitely be exciting to hear what they're talking about, what their strategy is gonna be. How do you get close to an enemy that is long range built and at the far end of the map, having a good overview over the whole city here? Except from the scout, there's not a lot of movement, so let's check out what Archer is doing here. Well, that has proven that now the Dragoons definitely know that the Phoenix Legion is long range build. They all were firing that match on the ridge now. Okay, they're moving in now. They are far enough away at the moment. They might be visible, but they definitely cannot reach them yet with their long-range lasers. Now it starts. This one will get tough for the Phoenix, for the Falcon Dragoons. This definitely is not gonna be an easy one to get close without getting completely destroyed beforehand. They have to use every single building they can to stay protected as long as possible. There's Gauss fire, large lasers, everything hitting them hard. So, the Hellbringer is close to being down. Lost the shoulder, center is opened.
Left arm critical damage.
But all the others made it there. But definitely with bad percentages. So, first one goes down. That does not look all too good for the Falcon Dragoons. And now they're flanking with the guys coming from the ridge. Let's see how much they can do. And the Zeus is down. So they already made their extra bonus, the Phoenix Legion. While their Zeus is still standing there at 100%. Andamar overheating, standing still, but not getting a single shot. Now that Stormcrow is getting close to him, but still not attacking him, they primed other targets. But they are doing great. I mean, 5th Falcon Dragoons now have killed all but 3. So it's 3-3 now. Now the Zeus also has to move and has to get into that fight. Another one down from the Phoenix Legion. So the 5th Falcon Dragoons really did a great job with flanking with the guys coming from the ridge. That was definitely not easy on the timing, but they did well there. The Zeus is being hunted here by Deadeye Flint.
Heat level critical.
He was close to overheating, but he wants that kill, and the back is open from that Zeus, so he might still get him. And he is the last one on that team. No, actually there are still 2, I'm sorry. So they will get the Zeus, I bet. And with that, it's gonna be another win for the Falcon Dragoons. Let's have a quick look at Anima's cockpit. His bag is opened, so they just need to get into his bag somehow. That's it.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Well, that Griffin might be weaponless. And maybe even both Griffins are weaponless. Let's have a look. Yep, that one is without weapons, and second one is without weapons too. I mean, that is all too bad. So they can try to stomp him down, but I guess that's not gonna be that easy. That's too bad for them. I mean, they really did well there. So I feel a little sorry, to be quite honest, for the Falcon Dragoons, because they really managed well to break into that blocking position. I mean, the position at the mountain is not an easy one, I mean, to hold, because you are in the open, but since they were so short range built, that was definitely a good job getting there. So the only one with weapons left is Andamar. And he might still be beating those two Griffins because they don't look all too good as well. I mean, we are looking at 50% for Deadeye Flint, and Timurling has only 39% left. So they try to survive somehow and just last those last 2 minutes and 50 seconds to not lose another, in total, 50,000 C-bills, because this is really what it is about. So they are running. And they should be, and that should easily be doable for them. The only challenge is that the Zeus here also has long-range lasers, so he just needs to get clear view on them and keep shooting on them. But it looks to me as if they are gone. He is not reaching them anymore, if they are careful now. This is hilarious, a Zeus hunting 2 Griffins with no weapons. This is... you never see that in normal gameplay, right? I mean, this is just, this is fun to watch. Even though it's another 2 minutes that we just have to wait for this match to end, so nothing these guys can do, even though there are 2 mechs left. Well, better get out of the cockpit with your pistol and shoot that Zeus somehow. He is still after them, and he might even have a chance to reach Deadeye Flint if he is not careful and always keeps a mountain in his back. So yeah, but he constantly checks for the Zeus, and Andamar is hunting him. So I'd say everyone who wants to have another drink, go for it now.
Fuel at 25%.
Because we have to wait another 30 seconds for this match to end, and then we'll look into drop number 4. So here's his hunter. He's at the ridge now. And that was it. 30 seconds are over. So the Zeus survives for the Phoenix Legion, which is pretty good. This Falcon Dragoons have 2 mechs left, which is also worth 50,000 C-bills. So this is a win for the Phoenix Legion again, but pretty balanced in terms of C-bills, I would say. Get back to the pre-match screen. Next map is gonna be River City. We are looking at drop 4 flank engagement. That is a nice choice you have there in terms of the mechs you can use, because it's 2 mechs of each weight class, light, medium, heavy, and assault. Also, airstrikes, artillery is allowed now, so this is really wide open match. You can do basically everything you want to do here. So this is often being used for typical blocking positions. We have seen some interesting gameplay here now in the 3rd match. And I'm really excited about the next match. Let's see what these guys are doing in drop number 4. Stay tuned. I'll shut off the microphone for another minute and then we'll be back. And just to repeat, Tulamar, I hope you realized that I said I'll be back. And this is not an Austrian accent, by the way, it's German. Well, actually, that's a very good suggestion, Bandit, you did there 7 minutes ago. With all the recording, commenting, whatnot, I completely forgot that we have codes still to give away. Free codes, MechBay, premium time. So, Bandit, yes. When you hear this, you can definitely help me with this and call for the MooBot and let him have the first winner for tonight, and we'll do that in between the next two drops again. Now we are waiting for drop 4 to happen, so we'll have another look after that drop. Maybe we will have another winner there. So when you hear this, please go for it, because I'll probably be in the match by then. Okay, there we go. Drop number 4 is about to happen. That was an exciting drop 3. In the Euro Division D, that's definitely exciting. I totally enjoy this, and thanks a lot for your comments in the chat as well. I'm mostly covered with just the camera movements and everything, so I can't read it while I'm on the match, but I definitely have another look at the chat window when coming back out of this out of this match. So we are looking at River City, drop 4. We have 2 max of each weight class. Artillery and strikes are allowed. So let's get everything lit up here. And there we have the dropships coming in. In red again, the 5th Falcon Dragoons. In blue, the Phoenix Legion. The 5th Falcon Dragoons have won all the previous matches. Even the 3rd one was a pretty close one, and they lost their commander. So this is gonna be really exciting to see what's happening now. Let's quickly check through the setup of these teams. Phoenix Legion goes first. What do we have here? Medium laser for Hellbringer, Firestarter, also medium pulse laser on the Banshee, large pulse laser as well. There's a little long range build here, also with Gauss rifle on this one here on the Timberwolf. Otherwise it's more definitely laser. We have large lasers and medium lasers on the Wolverine of Nasty, and small pulse lasers here on our end, and medium pulse lasers. This is definitely the only laser build here on the Phoenix Legion's end. Let's check through the opponent's side. Small pulse laser on the Firestarter for 5th Falcon Dragoons. Short range missiles, again short range build. Medium lasers, autocannon 5 here. Again small pulse laser for the Firestarter here. Short range build with the streak missiles, medium lasers, Gauss rifle here, at least one long range, autocannon 20, and large lasers for the misery of Vitix. I think I missed someone here. Specs, yep, also with autocannon 20 and medium lasers. So this is the build. We have lots of lasers, basically only lasers on the Phoenix Legion side, and short to medium range build on the 5th Falcon Dragoons. Now they are hiding up, or basically holding that upper city here, waiting for the Phoenix Legion to move in. They only have their scouts out there, the 2 Firestarters. Seems they're searching for their opponent. It seems to be pretty laggy for them. They are really jumping, glitching around here. And they have been spotted, and they draw the whole Phoenix Legion team to them. The rest of the 5th Falcon Dragoons are not moving. They still hold the upper city. So this might go bad for their lights. They're being hunted by the Arctic Cheater and the Firestarter, first of all, and but it looks pretty balanced in terms of percentages yet. So this is all good. The Firestarters of the Falcon Dragoons did a good job there, and they tried to pull them successfully to the rest of their team, who then moved down the hill into the lower city. That could end up as a brawl, just as the 5th Falcon Dragoons intended it to be. And the laser domination of the Phoenix Legion is holding back now. They've seen that the rest of the team is out there. So now this is pretty much about finding the right prime target and focusing on it. Andamar is down at 80% already, right in the center of the heat here. Casablanca is pretty far out. If they prime him now, he could go down fast. Let's have a look at him. We already have the first dead one on the Phoenix
New
Legion.
target acquired. Artillery strike.
Casablanca is still looking good. It's his shoulder is open, so he's still good, but
Artillery strike activated.
now his center is open just as well. So
Heat level critical.
one down on each side. Percentages are going down fast on both sides. More severe on the Phoenix Legion side. Seems a pretty laggy match, to be quite honest with you. Phoenix Legion goes down. It's 3 against 3. So they did their kills just as well. So their laser builds worked out quite well. But right now it looks like Falcon Dragoons are making it again simply by looking at the percentage of the remaining free ones here. Let's have a look at Nasty's cockpit. Nasty being one of the last two for Phoenix Legion.
Online. New target acquired. Right arm critical damage. Right arm destroyed.
This is really laggy.
Large laser destroyed. Medium laser destroyed. Artillery strike.
Oh, he only has one medium laser left. That doesn't look all too good for him. Down at 51%.
Target acquired.
Teamer in the Benji. He's well equipped with his weapons and killed Nasty there. So that's another win for the 5th Falcon Dragoons. Job well done there. They had the better short-range brawling deck. Even so, the Phoenix Legion did well with their lasers. I mean, they were killing 6 out of 8 there too. And the remaining 2 didn't have that much percentage left, so good match. So let's update the numbers here. Final map is gonna be Tourmaline Desert. I'm sorry. So it's gonna be Tourmaline Desert, and we have 2 lights, 2 heavies, and 4 assaults here. Again, artillery strikes, artillery and airstrikes are allowed. And apologies, I'll shut down the microphone for another minute. I'll just have to catch up with the chat that you guys filled by now. So what more can I tell you in the meantime before we see the last drop here on Tourmaline Desert between those two teams? Definitely I recommend you should check out the website of the MRBC League. So it is mrbcleague.com. And you will see the league tables. I mean, we are in season 6 by now, and we're just growing. So it's great to see more and more teams entering. It is the #1 league in MMWO. So this really, the rules are being updated between the seasons just for making it more exciting and also getting the balancing better. This time what is really interesting is that it is very much about the C-bills that you earn that makes you win ultimately. That is very important because you can actually lose but make more C-bills by, for example, as we just saw in the third drop, by killing the commander, or by constantly making more kills with overall in your group. If you're in fighting 3 different teams and you constantly make more kills than the others do, you can still win this simply by earning enough C-bills. So that is pretty exciting and interesting because as we've also seen in drop 3, it is important to make sure your mechs don't die. Even if they're out of weapons, you just don't go in and suicide. You shouldn't waste your mechs because that's worth C-bills. So definitely check by on the website. You will see many matches up there that have been live casted. We do have a few shoutcasters there by now. So definitely very, very interesting information on the analysis of the matches, and just watch those matches because it's the best teams you will find in MWO, so you can learn from them, and eventually it'll excite you also to join the one or the other team. So I can highly recommend that. It's really enjoyable to play along with others. This is what MWO is about, right? It is playing with others. So enter a team if you're not in one already, and definitely take part in the league play, in the MRBC League. I can only recommend that. And we are entering the last of 5 drops, Tourmaline Desert. Activate all the controls here again. And let's see where the guys are. 5th Falcon Dragoons on our right side in red again. With their lights being fire starters. Gargoyle Hellbringer. And over here more heavy lance. Let's have a quick look at their builds again. Autocannon on this one, rather short and heavy. Small pulse laser, small pulse lasers, medium lasers, which is tough. I mean, the lasers on this map is definitely getting hot. Large lasers, autocannons, medium pulse lasers, and a shitload of small lasers on this gargoyle of Deadeye Flint. And ultra autocannon, again small lasers for their Hellbringer. Checking through the deck of the Phoenix Legion. Now it seems more a large range build. At least Big Benny is in his Thunderbolt. And large lasers
Target
again,
acquired.
PPC, Gauss rifle for the
Airstrike
Direwolf
on.
RTC, small pulse lasers are in.
Artillery strike.
So they have a
online.
mixed deck, but
Airstrike
primarily
online.
focused on the long range.
Artillery strike online.
Only there.
Artillery strike online.
Well, actually, except from one. Who was that again? Let's check back quickly. There was only one with small pulse lasers, and that is the Arctic Cheater of Arin. So we have one short range build, and he is scouting, moving out there alone. All the others on the Phoenix Legion are long range build. Yet again, that seems to be a little bit their preference. And again, they stand on the mountain, on the hill, wait for their opponent to approach to take them apart while approaching. This has been a challenge also on drop 3, but conditions have changed. We have different mechs here up now, and also this is definitely a hotter map, so they cannot fire as much as they could previously on drop 3. But on the other side, it might be more difficult also for the 5th Falcon Dragoons to approach them. And also, they're not that heavily long-range build again, if we could just quickly check through that. They do have some medium ranges as well. They're small pulses, but also medium range build here, large laser there.
Artillery strike
but
online.
No doubt, they have to get close again. I mean, there's no doubt about that. They cannot win on long range. Sorry, you have to get through those mountains here. But they're actually pulling back. So this time it looks as if the Dragoons want the Phoenix Legion to move. But if they don't move, this becomes a draw, and that definitely doesn't help the Phoenix Legion because they have lost more mechs. Even though they did good on some of those drops. I mean, they did get their C-bills, but since the 5th Falcon Dragoons are already on the 3rd place in Division D, it is the Phoenix Legion who definitely has to do more here. They have to win to get from that 4th place, which would move them, if they stay on 4th place, that would move them to the next lower division, Division E, for the next season. So, of course, that's not their last match. Both teams have had 2 matches already against the others in their division. I'll quickly switch the window just to let you know who is in that division again. This is the Ironclads and the Black Outlaw Mercenary Company, who is on the 1st place in Division D. So, this is who they already played against, and well, let's see how this develops. There is a scout out there. Probably it's White Fox. No, it's Arendt in the Arctic Cheater. He's trying to find where they are. Have a few in his cockpit. That must be this one here. Yep, there we go. That map is definitely so hot, I need another sip from my gin tonic. Hope you guys enjoy this. This match might take a little longer. Arendt has spotted the enemy. Unfortunately, he was spotted just as well. So this might not go well for him. But it does make the enemy move. Unfortunately, they are just too far away for the Legion, Phoenix Legion, to do anything for their teammate here. They either have to move very fast, but it doesn't look like it, judging by the map on the lower left corner. They stay in their position. Now they move out slowly. That's not gonna save their Arctic Cheater, who's down. He did throw up a UAV. If they don't see that UAV, it'll definitely help them a little longer to know where their enemy moves and where they build their blocker position. Der Rat in his fire starter. Sorry, it's this one here. Is on the scouting position. I mean, it's so easy for us to just use the map and see where the teams are, but they definitely have to find out where the enemy is first of all and then not die. I mean, that's a tough job for a scout here. So he knows where they are, where they're coming. Seems to pay off that the 5th Falcon Dragoons this time are waiting for the enemy to approach. And the Phoenix Legion is moving. And again, they have to do something here because they are already down by 1 and they have to get their kills. They're trying to move around and get them from behind, but as you can see at the far end, we have the Falcon Dragoons basically having their... Yeah, it's a... what you call it? It's a trap, basically. If they move in, you're gonna be shot from 2 sides. And they're out in the open, the Phoenix Legion, at the moment. So this is also difficult for them if Falcon Dragoons decides to open fire. But as we know, they are shorter range builds, so they stay in hiding, wait for the Phoenix Legion to approach. Who then, on the other side, Phoenix Legion is long range build, so they don't want to go in there and brawl. Doesn't make sense for them, especially on this hot map. They would just overheat and shut down, and they should make advantage of their range weapons. But how to break open that position here when you're a long range build? Everyone is throwing out their artillery. Possibly some airstrikes are coming in too. But the effect is rather small at the moment.
Fuel
That's the
at
fire starter we were just
25%.
looking at.
Fuel at 0%.
So this UAV does tell them where the enemy is. Both teams have UAVs up, so... well, that one goes down. Let's have another look from their side. It's not that easy to move into that position, especially if they've seen them both on the left and on the right side. If they walk straight in, they're doomed. So they have to do something here. They have to get either the one or the other side first and kill them off before the other side can react, or just moving in there would just kill them. So the Phoenix Legion wants the Dragoons to move out, but they are pretty stable in their position right now. Firestarter is out scouting again, checking where they are. He's got them. Which enables these guys to move up on the mountain and see if they can do anything from top. UAVs are up, so little need for scouting when you know where the other team is. But he's not risking all too much there anyways. Well, if he walks in, he is. He stays out, fine. They try different angles, but they seem not really know how to break open the Phoenix Legion here. The Falcon Dragoons, I'm sorry. Who then moved all on this hill, simply because the enemy moved away from their previous position, so they don't have to keep that trap open. Let's have a look from high above. That seems to be a little fight between those. Yep, there we go. 5th Falcon Dragoons are moving in. Deadeye Flint is getting a lot of shots. He's now hiding behind that hill. Well done there. Has been the prime target and he moved out. But the 5th Falcon Dragoons are just smashing them, to be quite honest here. There's 3 left for the Phoenix Legion and 0 death for the Falcon Dragoons. So the King Crab is still up. As a block is going down last, and that is the final win for the Falcon Dragoons. Job well done, I'd say. So, and appreciate all those guys of you joining on that shoutcast. It was my very first shoutcast. I hope you enjoyed it. And let's just quickly look at the final screen here. This is Phoenix Legion versus 5th Falcon Dragoons. 0-5. Whereas some of those matches were rather close, so Phoenix Legion did a good job there as well. It stays interesting, it stays a challenge for them in the EU Division D. So you definitely have to check back on other shoutcasts that are coming up soon. I believe we have one more tonight. Let me quickly check on the chat again. I think Bandit B17 has another shoutcast coming up, so well, thanks again, and see you soon. Have a good night.